You heard it here first. After 3 long years, the Dude8 SMP is coming to a close. And to prepare you for the finale, here is a complete recap of the story so far. But before we begin the recap, I would recommend you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the finale when it releases. And if you go on to enjoy the recap, hitting that like button, it would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, enjoy. Starting off with Season 1, we are introduced to the team. Dude8, a human boy, Comet, an orca-man hybrid, and Mr. Chicken Man, a chicken and man hybrid. After a few months of landing in a strange world without their memories, the team set off on a quest to fight and kill the legendary Ender Dragon. Over the course of the season, the team gather materials and armour to defeat the creature. However, in episode 5, whilst Dude8 was mining, he receives a message from Comet telling him that his house is burnt down. The team put it down to lightning. However, little did they know that this was the work of Herobrine and was the start of something much bigger. After this, the trio resumed their normal agenda. However, it is revealed to the audience that Comet has a mysterious item, a box which would take people to other worlds. This was kept a secret from Dude8 and Mr. Chicken Man. The team finally succeeds and defeats the Ender Dragon. However, this doesn't end well, as during the time the trio were off defeating the dragon, Herobrine was busy creating a storm to destroy their houses and get the box for himself. Unfortunately, it malfunctioned and collided with the box's energy, causing the team to be taken to a new world. Heading into Season 2 is where it really kicks off. The team wake up in a new world. Comet finally comes clean about the box and thinks they might be able to return to their old world if they find it. Meanwhile, Herobrine would create an item that would destroy everything. The team would venture out to a nearby village, where Comet would get a bad feeling about and convince the others to quickly leave. However, later that night, Dude8 would get a knock at a door with a letter from an unknown source, telling him to return to the village alone. With this, Dude8 returns to the village alone, where he meets a villager named Dave, who seemed to know about the box. However, he doesn't get to explain, as Herobrine arrives in a shadowy cloak and ambushes them, leading to Dude8 and his first fight. Ultimately, Dude8 fails to stop him, resulting in Dave's death. In the morning, Dude8 returns home and confronts Comet. However, it isn't long before they discover that the box's energy has merged with the tree on top of Dude8's old house, causing it to spread and rebuild things, starting with the wreckage from his old house. As they investigate, they notice a trail of darkness going up the hill, leading them to a mysterious neighbour's home. Without hesitation, they go and break into his home and quickly kill him. And after discovering the darkness under the house, they quickly destroy it, believing him to be the cause of everything. This results in Herobrine resurrecting the neighbour and convincing him to join their side. The following day, Mr. Chicken Man and Comet's homes get rebuilt, and whilst Dude8 holds a funeral for Dave, a giant box-infused tree grows through their house, destroying it. In the mid-season finale, Dude8 and the team reside at a hotel in a rebuilt village. However, everything goes wrong when Spider-Man villains begin attacking. Doctor Strange calls for Dude8 and the team, and they team up and take down the Sinister Six. Doctor Strange manages to send the villains home. However, before Green Goblin can be sent back, they are ambushed by Herobrine, who controls Green Goblin into blowing up the Sanctum, sending it back to Earth 616, and allowing for Herobrine to get the box from Doctor Strange. Under the assumption his team is dead, Dude8 has to team up with 2 multiversal variants of himself and take down Herobrine, a resurrected Ender Dragon, and the neighbour. In an act of rage, Dude8 kills Herobrine and the device he placed at the start of the season, along with the box. After this, Dude8's variants get sent home, and Comet and Miss Chicken Man come back from Earth 616. It ends with the team having a new home and a new city getting built. A few months later, in Season 2B, Dude8 starts having strange dreams of 3 crystals and a weird voice reaching out to him. However, these get ignored as it is revealed that Herobrine is still alive. Whilst Mr. Chicken Man is out expanding his business, Dude8 and Comet go and question the Oracle, formerly the neighbour, who explains to them how Herobrine was once a hero known as Steve, and tells them how his master, the Inquisitor, tricked him into turning evil. After this, Dude8 goes to the temple on the hill to confront the voices he heard. Meanwhile, Comet goes and explores the old village. The voice turns out to be the keeper of the box, who tells Dude8 the box can be reassembled. They just need the 3 fragments of the crystal kept inside the box. The Keeper also tells Dude8 of the prophecy and the Chosen One. After the Keeper gives Dude8 one of the fragments, he goes to meet up with Comet, who has found the 2nd fragment. They go to look for the 3rd fragment, however it is too late. Herobrine has it. After Herobrine destroys Dude8's house, he goes to confront him, whilst Comet goes to defend the city. After the fight, and Dude8 losing the box, Herobrine reveals he has killed the Oracle, and begins to bring the Inquisitor back from the Eternity Prison. This enrages Dude8 and awakens a power within him. However, as he and Comet try to use the box to escape, it backfires, and only Dude8 returns to Earth, while Comet and the box are stuck in the second world. In Season 3, Dude8 reunites with his sister, called Emily, who regains his memories from before Season 1 and requests that she helps him. After failing to make a portal, Dude8 and Emily go and try to relax, but not before a baby Ender Dragon hatches from the Ender Dragon egg. Their relaxation quickly gets interrupted when zombies come from World 2 and attack Dude8. Dude8 manages to defeat them, however, makes the decision to complete this mission on his own. Meanwhile, in World 2, Comet escapes back to the tree with the box, which has now been turned into a resistance base by Mr. Chicken Man. Due to the box's energy, Comet and Mr. Chicken Man become human, and try to figure out a way to stop Herobrine after he brought the Inquisitor back. However, during this mission, they get captured and the box gets taken from them. Back on Earth, Dude8 goes to research more on the box, and gets interrupted by his two old best friends, Miguel and Jason. He manages to avoid them and goes with Endo, the baby Ender Dragon, into the library, where they find a secret room dedicated to Steve. However, Miguel and Jason secretly follow Dude8 and learn of his powers when they get ambushed by zombies in the secret room. After revealing everything to his friends, Dude8 travels to a science lab where Comet was working on the box before travelling to the first world. It is here we learn that all of this started when Dude8 touched the box, not knowing what it would start. After this, Dude8 gets taken to the Hive Mind, where he meets the Elder Guardian of the Core, which is the source of the box's powers. It is shown to Dude8 that the core is on Earth and is sent to protect it. Meanwhile, this is also revealed to the Inquisitor. As Dude8 leaves the lab, he gets ambushed by a secret task force. However, it does not take long for him to escape. As the Inquisitor arrives on Earth, Dude8 goes to fight Herobrine one last time, and wins. Dude8 and the Inquisitor then finally face off. However, Dude8 loses and gets sent to the Eternity Prison by the Inquisitor. In the prison, Dude8 manages to get in contact with the Keeper, who agrees to transmit a message across the other world. On Earth, Emily forms a resistance and manages to convince Herobrine to turn good, with the assistance of Dude8's message. Herobrine confronts the Inquisitor about the lies he told him. However, the Inquisitor quickly takes Herobrine's powers and sends him to the Eternity Prison, where he's trapped as Steve with Dude8. And so far, that is where it ends. If you want to find out how the story concludes, check out the Dude8 SMP Edge of Reality, only on the Dude8 channel. This has been Dude8 signing off. Peace out. Bye bye.